Does your sex life become non-existent when you get married?
Up, down, side to side, right there.
You know what? Let me put it to you this way.
Tim,
No, hold on. Let me put it to you this way.
3.
It can absolutely become non-existent if you don't learn new ways to do shit. So I told y'all I turned from a nighttime sex person because I like the sensuality, the intimacy and shit. Then I was like, yo, these kids are fucking like I was getting mad at my own kids. They were cock blocking me, bro. Like I literally was like we punching the air, like what the fuck? Get out of my bed.
It's like they got radar. They can sense when it's about to go down. Yeah.
So then I'm just like, one day I was like, you know what? Let me think outside the box here. And she tired as fuck. First off, they wore her ass out. So even when I'm trying to put them to bed, they wake up, I get in the shower. I get out the shower, they in my bed. I was like, all right, let me think of a new way to do this. I literally just hit her up one day. It was like, why don't you come home from work early? Or she's like, you know what? I ain't got nothing to do after lunch. I'll come home. So I'm like, oh shit. We figured out a new way to do what we need to do, and then everything's back to normal. And I'm sorry. If I catch her before the kids wake up, she's fresh, lively. Maybe she worked out, she get out the shower. Yep. So you can't do things all the way you always do them.
The closet is great.
Oh
shit. Hey.
Well, I'm just saying because they don't.
I tried the closet. I not tried the closet.
Keep it in the closet.
Chris in the whole damn house.
This the trigger mic we want to see.
You got me simping. You see you want some, but don't try and indoctrinate me.
I got you telling the truth, man. Look, trigger mic.
Nah, but it was about to turn non-existent if you don't change up the way you do things. Them kids will cock block on you.
Trigger mic, it's men who do 6-hour shows about how when you get married, your wife gonna nag you, trying to figure out how to get out the marriage to take half your money, and you ain't gonna get no sex no more.
Ooh, sounds like
they're doing that. These are single men doing this, and then if you join in with these women ain't shit, these men gonna be like, yeah, you know what, he right.
Here's the weird part about it. I think
are you breaking up the community, Mike?
No, I'm not. I think men need to understand who the hell they are. Like I gave up all other women for you. I'm gonna get some at. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, yo. So that's why I'm like, all right, I'm a little overdue. What can we do? And she's gonna oblige. Like, your wife is gonna now. If you
leg up.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I pinched that butt. Get over here, and it's all good. I don't think most men. Don't wait for her to initiate. Like, if you one of them dudes, like, you don't do like you used to do. You used to caress the back of my neck. Nah, things might change up a little bit like that. But no, you're a man. Your wife is gonna acquiesce to your demands. Make it sexy. Throw her ass up on the counter or shit. Kick her ass in the closet real quick and close it. You see what I'm saying?
So it's people on here who really think that your wife don't give you none until you just said this. You probably changed some minds. This is the image.
No, I get mine. Oh my God, I'm not even a joke.
It's his presence. The way that you present yourself doesn't necessarily come across as
it gives
getting somebody moist. Like, yeah, I could see. You know what I'm saying? It's just saying.
You know what's interesting? You know what's interesting about that though? Most of the men that I know that are very exacting, very matter of fact, it's almost like a professor type of role where you have to talk about it to get your point across. You know, or how you state your beliefs, because your beliefs are concrete. But I'm not that concrete person, right? So especially to people, to my students, to my staff, to anybody, what I mean? I'm a charismatic guy. I get to be that way with my principles. But when you talk about your principles, you got to be solid, right? And even the people that I know, like the alphas, that like the millionaire dude, they are always, when they're talking business, they're rock solid. People are like, he's such an asshole. I mean, that's not that dude at all. He just, that's the way he presents himself. But it's cool. I'm gonna keep being.
Yeah, I get it in business. You got to be firm, right? You have to have boundaries and set them and stand on them, right?
But Mike, you don't have to explain anything to us, okay? I believe you do down.
Because there's a lot of people who don't believe it, and I believe you do too. Because I know the truth behind the scenes that what life is like. And Trigger Mike,
after he told me when his wife's birthday was, I was like, no, he fronting, because her birthday is like what is the day after mine? So I'm like, her personality, she wouldn't. y'all wouldn't even mesh.
Oh, I mean, I'm not into all that science stuff, but we are the biggest match ever.
Yeah, y'all
Really?
same size me and my husband are.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you just said that.
Yep.
What's the 2 signs?
Maybe listen, first of all, let's get something straight. Mike is a conservative man. Maybe there are just certain things that, you know, he doesn't like to talk about in a public space. Some of us don't like to talk about these things in a public space. Freak in the bedroom, in public, he's conservative, church-going man, a father.
That's fair, but he don't got to
he had to do something to become a dad. Nobody's saying he got to say what position.
We just saying he don't want to tell y'all his business.
He don't got to, but he can also not make it seem like, because Trick Mike, I don't think you. So you know, Logic was gone for a little while, right? And Logic used to be the hero of the chat.
Logic, yeah.
He came back and he said, "When I come back, everybody calling me a simp." You're like, I'm trying to figure out what happened. I didn't change these the exact same views I had. Y'all just got further to the extreme. I'm watching this thing. I've been standing here watching this shit like, all right, I can kind of agree with y'all on this. Hey, y'all getting a little far over there. Yo, hey, can y'all come? Y'all just getting further and further and further away from anything that's productive for people. I'm just like, come on, guys. Y'all got to bring this shit back. I get you got advice. I get you got an issue. We could work on that. But it's getting to the point. Is men advocating for being single for the rest of their life and not create that?
Yeah, like, so I can't even do that. That's what that's why it's like, yo, Fresh and Fit, take like, you know, take what you can from them about male improvement, but do not take that whole single, oh, you can't be loving, like yo, because men actually want legacies too. They want children too, not just women. Because you know, I don't agree with that part of their message. Because and you're going to have that whether you want it or not. 80% of people have one child by age 40. So you better learn, you know, that part of life as well. But no, people do paint an ugly picture about what the fuck goes on. That's why the show is called Married in Real Life. In real life, this shit can be, we understand how bad it can get, but that's all anybody's talking about. Do we ever realize that the other 50% of people are not divorced? Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like the other 50% out here.
I'm like all of the research.
The other 50% got secret handshakes and shit. And you know what I mean? Like,
I remember one show I had said that like we'll spend more time, and I mean just in general when we have these conversations, people in the chat on the show, will be able to speak all of these stats about how often marriages end in divorce, and then have stats about, you know, this and that. But then on the flip side, when you talk about, well, what are the stats on the what are the things that are being done on those marriage that works? Nobody has anything to say. Nobody can name a stat. Nobody can, you know what I'm saying? And that's the part that I think I get frustrated with at times, is because I think it has gotten so much so to the point that in these spaces, because the negativity gets more looks, that people keep going towards that direction. And to what Marcus is saying, they keep getting further and further to the left, to the point that you're reinforcing this narrative that marriage isn't going to work, when it most definitely can, and it can work and be fun.